CW's The Flash premiered in 2014 and is in its 6th season, and there are many great behind-the-scenes photos from the many years of production. There have been many big bads, many action scenes, and even guest directors. The show has a big fan base and continues to pump out exciting stories about one of the most popular DC Comics characters.
This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description.
Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we will be talking about the Flash cast, the truth about their relationships in real life. The Flash is an American TV series. The series revolves around Barry Allen, who is an incarnation of the DC superhero, The Flash. It exists in the Arrowverse and is a spin-off from Arrow, which is also a superhero series. He gets struck by lightning and gains superpowers, which he uses to fight evil. The character appeared in Arrow for 2 episodes and got immense praise for the same. This led to the making of a separate series for The Flash. True to its name, The Flash quickly embedded itself as a cultural phenomenon almost immediately after it aired. Thanks to the show's ability to stick largely to its source material, fans keep on coming back to see the Scarlet Speedster face off against the many meta-humans of Central City. The show has also delivered more than its fair share of romance, with almost all the main characters falling in love at some point or another. Happily, a lot of these relationships were incredibly successful and continue to this day, but there are others that simply haven't worked and so became tiring and annoying to watch. Over the last 7 seasons, co-stars obviously made a real relationship to each other behind the scenes. Like these girls, Candace Patton and Danielle Panabaker. As The Flash began, it was obvious how Barry Allen was in love with Irish West, but felt she was better off without knowing of his heroic persona. She eventually found out, and that bond has continued with them married. Meanwhile, Danielle Panabaker was cast as Caitlin Snow, one of the scientists helping Barry with his heroic quest. Thanks to a variety of wacky turns, Caitlin turned into the Killer Frost, but now controlling it to be a heroine. It's thanks to them that the series maintains a good charm to help it with fans. Behind the scenes, the two got along great, each posting a slew of images in social media of hanging out on set and at fan conventions. Patton has been shown joining Panabaker and younger sister Kay at some events, including the various Arrowverse crossover events. They've even joined in bits like singing and other party stuff to show it's the ladies of The Flash that help the show run along quite well. Before we proceed, like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click the notification bell right now, or else The Flash himself will throw you out in the past and erase you in existence. Moving on. The Flash's Grant Gustin and Candace Patton are friendship goals. The Flash's Grant Gustin and Candace Patton may not be together in real life like their characters are, but they still got one of the cutest platonic relationships ever. In fact, they're basically the definition of friendship goals. For starters, in this pair's chemistry test while they were both auditioning for The Flash, Patton decided to ease Gustin's nerves by tickling her, and so she told Marie Claire. It was the start of a beautiful and more than a little bit of jokey friendship that, luckily for us, Gustin and Patton love to talk about. For one, Patton has often been vocal about how grateful she is to Gustin for helping her out on set. When, in season 4, Patton had to wear a speed suit for the first time, she told TV Land that she had been lost without Gustin's helpful tips. Outside of filming The Flash, Gustin and Patton are still totally adorable besties. As BuzzFeed notes, Gustin once referred to Patton as his bae on Twitter and also posted a cute throwback shot of the two of them on Candace's birthday last year. They constantly tease each other in tweets, took selfies at the wedding of their showrunner, and generally seem to have a lot of fun together. We kinda wish that they were a couple after all. But since Gustin is currently engaged, we doubt it'll ever happen. Several members of the cast have moved behind the camera to direct. What's really nice about many of the shows that are contained within the Arrowverse is that there is such a sense of community between the cast. They seem to be as much of a family as the characters on the show, and it's been exciting to watch these actors slowly be given more responsibilities like directing. Tom Cavanagh and Danielle Panabaker have both gotten into the director's chair and helmed some highly memorable episodes. It will be interesting to see if any of the cast will go on to direct outside The Flash. Candace Patton got to pick Iris' wedding dress. It's always nice when actors can bring something personal to their characters and make things feel even more authentic. One of the most important moments for Iris West on The Flash was her wedding to Barry Allen. In order to make this important moment have even more significance to Candace Patton, she was allowed to pick out Iris' wedding dress. Not only that, but Patton actually got to fly out to Monique Lhuillier in Los Angeles to pick it out. Jeff Johns personally thanked Candace Patton for her portrayal of Iris. The CW gets a lot of flack over how their shows skew to a young adult audience, but their DC shows have really knocked it out of the park. They're not always perfect, but many audiences associate these DC characters with their CW counterparts. DC Jeff Johns happens to fall in this crowd. He was so pleased with Candace Patton's portrayal of Iris West that he sent her a text message thanking her for her work. She has even saved the text. Stephen Amell caused a fuss when Grant Gustin wasn't cast as the DCU's Flash. There was a time when we heard that both The Flash and possibly Green Arrow would be making their way to the big screen for Warner Brothers. Obviously, this came off as huge, as everyone was happy to see them in movie theaters and not just on their TV all the time. The problem with this? Warner Brothers did not plan to use Grant Gustin to play The Flash in the movies, as they claimed they wanted to keep the TV universe separate from the movie universe. While DC is known for the multiverse quite often, this did not sit well with Amell. Not only did Steven raise important points, but also claimed very publicly that he felt Grant should have been used in the movie. While Amell did not want to spread hate toward Warner Brothers and wish them luck, he did say something that most fans of the TV universe were saying. He would go on to say in 2016 on a Comic-Con panel that he would also not mind if someone played the Green Arrow in the movie universe. Of course, good luck to Warner Brothers for trying to get fans to not care about that. It isn't like we got used to one guy playing the part for 6 years. Oh wait. Clearly, Amell had to be saying this to throw us off the scent of his superhero ways. Dance off. Did you know that this cast almost took their best dance moves to the club? Yup. After a fun evening dinner with the whole cast and crew, they contemplated hitting up on a local club. Obviously, they decided not to go. Given their superhero statuses, avoiding the paparazzi would have been difficult. But we can't help but wonder what dance moves each character would have done. The sprinkler move? A TikTok move? Regardless of how offbeat some of their dance routines may have been, this cast has found new ways of bonding with each other over the last few years. What to expect from Flash Season 8? The series would come back to Barry and Iris West's relationship. Alan Wallace went on to say that numerous relationships would be researched and strengthened in the season, notably Joe West and Cecil Hortense, and that Kristen Kramer and August Hart might return. So, which of the CW's The Flash is your favorite character? Which DC superhero would you like to see in Season 8? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below.
If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.